with Live Oak Nest, and today I want to show you how to make these little lace hearts using wire. So I've made a couple already just to kind of show you what they're going to look like, and I did a couple of different versions. So I did this one here that's just the lace and the wire, and then I attached a little piece of fabric for my ribbon. And then this one I did the same way, but I decided to back it with some just plain muslin fabric that I had. And I like this, it kind of helps add a weight to it so that it doesn't bend quite so easily. And then I also made this bigger one, which it turned out really pretty. And I ended up doing the backing on this one for sure because it was just so flimsy, and maybe if you use like a thicker gauge wire, it would work a little bit better. But anyway, it hangs really nicely, and I think it turned out well. So that's what that one looks like. But I like the smaller size for this project. So even if you did one, you know, just a little bit bigger than this, I think it would be fine. And that's about the size of this one. So anyway, that's what we're gonna make today. I think these are so pretty. I had some friends on Instagram that wanted to do Valentine's craft to share, so that's why I'm making these, so that I can share them with you. Okay, so all you're gonna need is your pattern for your heart, and then I'm using wax paper because I'm set up on a piece of paper here, and when I hot glue, it sticks to the paper. So I'm gonna use this little wax paper, and then you're just gonna need some wire, and this is just jewelry wire, and it's 20 gauge, so you could use, I mean, anything you have on hand I think would work. Probably the thicker the better. I think this right here, let's see, this is 22 gauge, and I think it's for sure too thin. Like, it's just, I don't think it would hold up really well. So I would say at least 20 gauge or thicker would be your best bet. And then I also used my little kit, my little bead or jewelry kit that comes like this. So I'll link this for y'all. But I'm going to use my wire cutters, these pliers that have the rounded edge on them, and then just a regular pair of pliers, and then scissors to cut your fabric. Okay, so I got my fabric. You can use, I mean, any kind of lace you have on hand. You could use an old shirt or an old dress, anything like that. I didn't have any of that, and I didn't have time to swing by Goodwill, and so this actually came from Joann's, and I got it while I was picking up something else, but they had a coupon, and I think I got a half a yard, and it was $5, I think. So I'll be able to use, I mean, it's quite a bit, so I'll still be able to use this for a lot of other projects. So this is a little bit hard to cut. Like, I'm not going to trace onto it like I did my fabric heart tutorial. And I'll link that here in case you want to know how to do that one. It's very similar, but it's with fabric, and they're kind of like little stuffed hearts. So to get this started, I'm just going to lay out my piece of lace, and then I'm just going to kind of cut out a loose, like kind of a square here. And then I'm gonna go in and trim out my heart. And you want to trim it a little bit larger than your pattern, because when you attach it to the wire, you're going to just fold it over to glue it down. And so you want to have enough fabric that you can actually fold it over. So keep that in mind when you're trimming out your heart here. And I always save little pieces like this. You'll be able to use it for something. Okay, so I've got that trimmed out, and now I want to create my little wire form. So I've done this, since I've done a few of these, I've done them a couple of different ways. I've connected them at the bottom here. This one I did at the bottom. This one I just connected my wire here at the top. So I don't know, I think I'm gonna try and do this one on the bottom because I feel like I like how that looked a little bit better. And then as far as length, I literally just kind of like lay it on here to figure out how I want it to look. And I'm gonna try and get as close to this as possible. Let's move this so I don't snag it. And then I'm just gonna kind of hold it down. Oh. Okay. Go ahead and make my little bend there. And I've figured out after doing just a few of these that you really want to get your heart shape as close to how you want it to look before you put the lace on. Because this lace is stretchy, and it's once you put the lace on, it will stretch a little, but then it starts kind of bunching up in certain spots if you're trying to manipulate it a little too much. Okay, so this looks pretty good. So I'm going to trim off, see if I can hold that down. I'm going to trim off a little bit here and a little bit here. And then I'm going to use these little guys to make my first little loop, and I'm just going to make a little loop and then hook them together. So I'm going to go ahead and let go. And then I'm just going to take it like this and turn it around this plier. And I want it bunched. I want to make an actual circle and then close this little loop in so that my wire is not going to slip out of each other. Okay, so that's good. And then this one, I'm going to put it through there. Well, actually, I can go ahead and do the loop and then just not close it all the way and then hook it. Okay, so it's good. Now I'm gonna make sure and get this one closed so my wire doesn't slip out. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that good, but they're both shut. So let me make sure this one's good and shut. That way they don't come undone. Okay. So then so here's my basic heart little shape, and then you just want to manipulate it however you want right now. Don't wait until after your lace is on. I like that. Wire is kind of hard to work with because like once you bend it wrong, I feel like it's kind of hard to get it back how you want it. Kind of wanting to close that just a little bit. Okay, so that's pretty good. So that looks pretty close. Okay, so there's that shape. Let's see if it's pretty close to this one. Yeah, it's pretty close. Okay. Try and get them look the same. Okay, I like that. All right, so we got our piece of lace here. I'm gonna use this parchment paper. See if my hot glue won't stick to this. Well, okay, I think that's good. It didn't have to be perfect. Okay, so then I'm actually gonna set something heavy on it. Oh, sorry about that. Because I don't want this side moving anywhere while I'm trying to glue around that side. Okay. So I'm just gonna take my hot glue gun and put a bead of hot glue on the wire and then wrap the lace around it. And it's okay if you feel like you have too much lace right here, because you can always trim it off on the inside if you feel like it's, you know, you don't like how it looks. But honestly, you can't even really tell. From the front. And then you're just gonna work your way around. Okay, so you can see where I'm at right here. There's not quite enough to cover it, so I'm just gonna have to really stretch that pretty good, which is fine because this lace I got is stretchy, but I'm gonna go in and just trim a little bit. If you do this, make sure you don't cut your front of your fabric. Just gonna trim this off a little bit. I'm gonna probably trim a little at the bottom too. And then I still gotta glue that side, but see, it's coming together. Okay. So I'm gonna glue this side down. Okay. think that's pretty good. See, you really cannot even tell where it's wrapped around the back, but I just want it to kind of be even. Oh, almost got the front. Oh my goodness, it's hard to hold on to this little flimsy thing. All right, let's get this little corner. Cute. Okay. Cool, I like it. Okay, so you can do it just like this and leave it without anything behind it, which I like the look of that. That's how I did this one right here. And then on this smaller one, I went back and added in just a piece of plain fabric. So anyway, I think I'm gonna leave this one like this open. I like it like that. Okay, and now for the little hanger here, I just have strips of this that I've torn up, so I'm just gonna use one of these. So I'm gonna tie a knot in the end of it. There we go. And I'm gonna hot glue it on right to that little piece right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim the bottom part of it off. So there you go. Let me trim it a little more. Okay. There you go. Isn't it cute? String. Okay. All right, so there you have it, a little lace heart. I just think these are so sweet. I hope you enjoyed making these little lace hearts with me today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave me a comment and give this video a thumbs up. And I hope you'll have a great rest of your week, and I will see you back here next week for another fun DIY.